Husband material, they say, is a term often used to describe qualities or characteristics that make a man a good candidate for marriage. Now, these qualities can vary depending on individual preferences, but generally include traits like responsibility, respect, honesty, loyalty, good communication skills, amazing looks, emotional intelligence, and the willingness to support and care for their partner. Now, in essence, a man who is considered quote and unquote husband material is someone who is seen as a suitable and dependable life partner. Hello and welcome to Insight Today. I am Jumai Manson. I'm being joined by Justina Ogudugu. She is the CEO, Hepzi Collections, and she is an administrator. Don't go anywhere. The program continues shortly. Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, it's Insight Today on Global Television, and today we're looking at a very, some will say husband material 100 yards. Yes, 100 material, and the pressure of that society in finding Mr. Right. And like I said for my intro, I'm being joined by the beautiful Justina Ogudugu, and she is the CEO of Hepzi Collections, and she is an administrator. Hi, Justina. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon.
It's good to have you on the program.
Yeah, thank you. Nice having you here too.
Now, I want to ask this very important question. They say husband material 100 yards. How do I know who or what a husband material is?
Okay. I think husband material should depend on your own perception. Your own perspective, your own taste, what you want for yourself. Yeah, it's who you want for yourself that is your own husband material.
Okay.
It's not the material that suits me that will suit you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what if my husband material is not too tall? He's an amazing person, and he doesn't have so much money, or he has so much money, and he doesn't really speak fluently, but he's an amazing person. He's caring, he's nice, he has all it takes. And my friends are telling me, oh no, you can do better. Really, you can do better. Are you kidding me? So those pressures from family and friends, he's not your type, but he makes me happy. So how do I know what my type is when it comes to finding Mr. Right?
All right, so that's why it's your husband material. You say husband material.
Yes.
Full package.
Full package.
Full package is your own husband material, not my husband material, not your mother's husband material, not your friend's husband material. Is what you want. We are both wearing different things. It's your taste. This is what you want to wear today, and this is what suits you. It might not be my size, it might not be what will suit me. So your husband material should not be my own husband material. What I want is what you want. So you don't even bring it to people to discuss it and discourage you. You don't let anybody discourage you over what you want for yourself. It's your taste. This person is good for you. You like this person, and you know this person can go way far for you. It can go places with you. It's what you want for yourself. It's not what I want. It's not what your friends want. So whatever their thought is about it, it doesn't matter to you. It's your joy. It's what gives you peace.
I like the fact that you said what gives me peace. Yeah. Now I want to understand, why is it hard to find husband material? It's so hard. Like a lot of single girls will tell you, because I know that you cannot fall in love with two men, or is it hard? But you just say you can.
You can.
But the thing is, there's something in this particular man that this particular guy doesn't have, and there's something in this particular guy that you love so much that this guy doesn't have. But I know it's not possible. But you can fall in love with two men, or
fall in love with more men.
But you have to stick with one.
You have to stick with one.
But why is it hard to find that one?
Okay, now finding the right one. You have to find the one that suits with you, that align with your vision. You do have a vision in life. The one that aligns with your vision, your goals in life. So when you don't find that right person that suits your vision, that can complement you in life, you don't find the right person. And you might be with the right person just because people you're discussing it with your friends and they are discouraging you about him, tell you he's not tall enough, this man he doesn't have money. The question now is it this present money you want or what you guys are building together? Do you want to have a future with this person, or you want to have the future of your friend's vision? Is this man, does he align with your vision and goals in life? Or is the vision and goals of your friends what they are discouraging you about that you want to align with?
I think to add to something, Justina, also, does he see you in his future? I think that should be one of the, we should talk about that. When I think, okay, now let me ask you the question before I add to that. When you find Mr. Right, how do you know he's Mr. Right? As in, what does he say? What does he do? As in, how do I know that, okay, this is Mr. Right and this Mr. Right has come to stay? Because girls, I think we have that issue a lot, trying to make up our minds.
Yeah, that's when you have multiple friends, when you have multiple Mr. Rights around you.
Can you have multiple Mr. Rights?
Multiple men around you. If you have multiple men around you, you might not be able to pinpoint on who is actually doing the right thing that you want, the future you want, not the present. You might have someone that is buying you hair, buying you, doing different kind of things for you, and you think, oh, this man is right. But you have that one particular person that tells you things that you actually envisage for your future, that goes to your vision and pick points and like things that align with your plans for your future, like always discussing the future plans with you, making you feel comfortable. If you are not comfortable around him, even if he's spending millions on you, how will you be with such a person?
But let me ask you something, Justina. I know some girls, when I brought out this topic, I put up our flyer like 2 days ago or a day before the program, and someone sent me a message and she said, Jumai, is it possible for Mr. Right to be the one that takes care of you? I know Mr. Right is husband material, we know, but this person does all of these things. But there's just something restraining him for asking you, would you marry me? Is it something that she's doing wrong, or do you think he's just doing all of these things because of what he's getting, or you feel really maybe he doesn't have any plans?
Okay, the question is, what is he getting? What are you giving him that you think he's getting from you that he can't get elsewhere? First, and secondly, I want to ask again, do you think buying you material things and giving you money is what makes the husband material necessary or something valued? That doesn't make him valid. So husband material, if he's actually interested in you and there is an impediment, something stopping him from asking you out, you search yourself, search your character, search your attitude. Is there something that you're doing that scares him away, or that makes him to feel, oh, can I end up with this person? Then if there's nothing you're doing that makes him feel that he can't be with you, then there's something that you ask him. If you've been together for a time, you can ask him like, oh, what's the plan? Instead of wasting your time, what's the plan? So
you mean it's not as if I'm jumping overboard when I ask a man, okay, I want you to marry me?
No, you're not asking him to marry you.
No, but women, but this is part of the pressure I'm talking about. You find the Mr. Right, he's single, you're single, you've been dating for a very long time, and then you just see him as potential husband material. Is it bad for me to ask him, hey dude, we've been together for like 3 years now, and I think okay, since you are wasting time in popping the question, oh, please marry me, is that part of the pressure of finding?
So if you've been with him and he has the money, he has everything it takes to marry you, he's not marrying you, you guys are still there together, you peacefully ask him. You bring in, it's a conversation. You have a conversation about him. You fighting, oh, marry me, we've been together. It's like you are just pressuring him. Maybe you guys might be dating, you might be dating yourself. You're not even aware, you're dating yourself.
Really?
So you is your Mr. Right. He might not be seeing you as his Mrs. Right. So
But wait a minute. When do we align? When do I see you as Mr. Right and when do you see me as Mrs. Right? How do I know that we're on the same page?
If you guys are on the same page, he will be the one that will be initiating marriage. You'll be the one that will be like, he doesn't want to lose you.
Really?
He wants to keep you.
For keeps?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I like that part she said, for keeps. Let's quickly go on a very quick break. And the program Inside Today continues shortly. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right, you're welcome back, and it's Inside Today. And today we're looking at husband material, and I am going to include 100 yards and the pressure of finding Mr. Right. And I'm not doing it alone. I have an amazing individual, Justina Ogodugu, and of course she is the CEO of Hefzi Collections. She is an administrator. Now we're talking about, she says we have to be on the same page when we're looking for Mr. Right. You have to be sure that you are not in this relationship by yourself and for yourself alone, right? Yeah. Now, I want to ask you, how do you think social media influences the perception of the qualities of finding Mr. Right? You know that picture social media plays, he's like me, I like tall, dark, and handsome. He has to be, you know, tall, but it doesn't. No, but seriously, you're surprised that your Mr. Right is short, dark, and handsome, and he's still an amazing individual, really. And it doesn't matter even if he's tall, if he's short. People have the things that they want in their heads, but life just happens, you know. But your social media has this way of making you think that this is real. Like 3 years ago, there was a woman that came out on social media and says, oh my goodness, her Mr. Right, he's amazing, he's kind, he gives me breakfast in bed, he's caring, he's this. And at the long run, we found out that the guy was abusing her. And then she came out and said, oh, look at her face, she's being beaten. And then the social media just paints this picture that if the person you're with doesn't do all of these lovey-dovey things, he's not perfect. So how do you handle that?
Okay, first of all, social media is not a reality.
Really?
Yeah, you see most people, they come out to tell you that their relationship is very sweet, their relationship is this and that.
They don't fight.
You feel like living your own, because your own is not as sweet as theirs on social media.
Really?
Yeah, but at the end, when you get to know them in person, when you come in contact with them, you find out they're in pain. Yeah, serious pains that they cannot explain to you. You understand? So I don't think this present generation, I don't know. I don't think we should use social media to judge our relationships. What I want, like I said from the onset, is different from what Mr. A or Mrs. B wants. If my Mr. Right is tall, he happens to be tall, dark, and fair, or whatever.
You're handsome.
Yeah, it's very okay. But if it's not like that, and he happens to be a very short person,
but he's kind.
What I want.
Exactly.
What's making me happy?
Really?
What gives me peace?
And he's handsome at the same time.
I don't care what you think about him. In fact, I'm not going to discuss him with you. I don't like third party in my relationship. You are not coming to know what is happening in my relationship. So the same thing should go through everybody. I think people should remove their relationship from social media. Those painting pictures of, oh, it's perfect everywhere, and at the end they'll be carrying big scar back of their head. I don't think I can. I'm not a party to that. I'm not a party to that.
But really, I have seen relationships that she is with Mr. Right in her own eyes, because like you said, you're not with beating. Wait, Justina. But really, I have seen someone who is in love with her Mr. Right. For her, this Mr. Right is everything. He gives her comfort. He loves her. There's this thing he does, carries her like an egg and all that. But the parents are against this Mr. Right. That pressure of parents coming and tell you that no, he's not good for you. He's not financially stable. Or look at his eyes, he looks like a womanizer. This cannot be Mr. Right. Look at how he dresses. This girl, you won't have peace of mind. You're not sure about this. No, this Mr. Right. But you know how pressures can come from different individuals. They will tell you things that are not really realistic, things that do not make sense, and they just tell you the way he dresses. Okay, he takes alcohol, or he acts too holier than thou, or something, just that little thing that everyone is looking for. So what do you do?
It's what you are looking for that matters. When it comes to the parents of both parties, your parents are against any relationship, you first of all find out why, because they know more than you. You find out why they're against it. Some will tell you you're related. If they say we are related, and if it's not blood relation, I don't think. Some people will tell you, oh, you guys are from the same place. I'm not. You're from the same place. Mommy, are you born now?
Truly, or you're not from the same place.
Yes, you understand. Some will tell you, I don't like her character. The character is actually toxic. Then you step back. You understand? You don't want to go into a relationship that everybody will abandon you because you are there.
But let me ask you something, Justina. Can someone be toxic and yet still be Mr. Right? He's toxic. Yes, he has a bad character, as in he's very abusive. Let's say this man is abusive. I mean, the pressure, especially when a lady is of age. And no one is forthcoming, and this is the one that you have, and you're holding him. Let's say you are late 30s.
Which late 30s? Late 30s are you alive, or late 30s you are dead?
You see, that is something. But let me say something, Justina, because a lot of individuals are going through this. He is a nice guy to you. He is calm, he's loving, he's understanding, but people say he has a bad character.
Are you saying the bad character? Is the bad character affecting you in the house?
But wait a minute, Justin. I want to beg to differ with you now, because you want to say something that I will beg to differ. Okay. Wait, he has a bad character. He's very saucy. He doesn't want to socialize with family, but he loves you. Like, he loves you, takes you anywhere you want to go, buys you whatever you want.
But does he beat me?
He doesn't beat you, but he has a bad character, Justina.
To me or to other people?
To other people.
But the bad character is not affecting my love.
Is that affecting your life? Okay. Really?
What says?
As in, he doesn't want to socialize. When he's with people, he doesn't.
Some introvert.
But I know they're introverts. Yeah. But at the same time, but Justina, don't you think? For as much as there is pressure in finding Mr. Right, and this man who is quote and unquote husband material, 100 yards, Mr. Right in front of me, who gives me whatever I want, attention, when I want, anything he gives to me. Don't you think this will elongate to your family in the future? Because I think when we're looking at you, Mr. Right, we shouldn't look at them now. Let's take a glimpse at the future and be sure of what we're getting ourselves into. Don't you think?
It's totally perfect. We don't have 100% perfect.
He has a bad character.
He has a bad character in what sense? Okay, can you just give me an example?
He's rude.
When you say
he doesn't socialize.
He doesn't socialize. That maybe that's his person. When you say he's rude, what did you do to trigger that rudeness?
Justin, I can't believe you say.
No, like somebody does not socialize. He's always on his own. Then he cannot be rude. You have to do something to make him rude.
Okay, hello. Are you telling me? Why are you telling me hello? Why are you saying hello?
He's not mad.
And this one is mad like that.
Okay, you come to, let's say for example, you come to visit your mother-in-law. You see the assemblies outside, you don't greet. Is Is that what I mean? What you mean by that?
Exactly. You don't say hi, hello, how are you?
And you're just coming to the family house.
For the first time.
That person is not good for a wife. It's not good for
a husband.
You understand? If that's what you are.
But you said it does it affect your love?
It's going to affect, of course. If you say, oh, he has a bad character, he says that he drinks or he does some kind of things. There's nobody that is perfect.
Yes, I understand.
There are characters you can work on. There are some characters you can actually work on. But for this one, you're coming to a place and you don't want to greet anybody. You don't want to respect anybody. I don't think you will respect me either.
Exactly.
When there's problem, I can't run to anybody. When there's problem, there's nobody to report him to. Because already he has shown to me that he doesn't fear anybody. You understand? If I'm coming to you as a man and I don't respect your family member, then I should not be in your life.
Even when he's Mr. Right.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't be in your life. I don't have a business with you if you can't treat people around you well.
But let me ask you something again, Justina. Looking at all of these qualities when it comes to finding Mr. Right and knowing that he's Mr. Right, knowing that this person is the one. You know, when you see the one, you will know that he's the one. But really, how do I know that this person is the one?
It differs. Your inner mind, there's that peace you feel.
When you're around him?
When you're around him, there's that peace you feel. There's this calmness around your spirit. Like you feel like, oh, I'm with the right person. You feel it. You understand?
And is there infatuation?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. Not when you are looking at what he's buying for you or what is in his pocket.
But they say money can actually trigger love.
Money is part of love life, but then it's not totally it.
Very true.
It's not totally it.
So
look at the money he's giving you and he's beating you, and you come outside, laugh, carry one big Gucci bag. You don't love you one hand. When you get inside the house, you go and cry. That's not love. That's not love. There's this program we are following on. Is it Danger Signs We Ignore from this Aloy? Do you?
I think I have. I've come across it. Danger Signs.
Danger Sign We Ignore. This Aloy's comedy something. You see, the lady was or what do you call it? It's a beauty pageant or this influencer. When he marries the man was doing love and doing everything. He beats this girl up and everything. So the girl will come outside pretending as if all is well.
But all is not well.
All is not well. At the end, they end up chasing the family out of the girl's life and all that. You see, these are not the kind of people we are looking at because they have money. When you are in love with somebody or you think you want to keep somebody in your life, you shouldn't be the present condition of that person. Look at the future. Check the possibility of that person and try to anger the person to see the length that the anger can go. Yes.
I like that. That's a good girl speaking here.
You try to anger them.
Exactly. Yes. Let's see how far your anger goes. So if I annoy you is intentional to see how.
I annoy you intentional.
Oh, exactly. That's one of the signs I'm looking for. So tell me 4 signs I should be able to see. What should I do so I'll know that? This guy is Mr. Right.
Your character should be good, but sometimes show him the other side of you that he doesn't want to know.
What side?
Yes, the other side of you that he doesn't want to know now. Like I said just now, anger him. Let's see what he can do.
And then which other thing?
And then you also try to get his own anger on you. You understand? Let him be angry with you. Let him also see what you can do to him when you are angry. Let's see if he can bear your character. You understand?
Really? Well, women, are we complicated individual?
Yeah,
really?
You can't understand a woman.
Completely, right?
You can't understand a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, so then out there, Mr. Right. But really looking at it, Justina, one more thing before we wrap it up.
Okay.
Do you think there's something or someone out there like Mr. Right? That's husband material. And they say 100 yards.
Like I said before, nobody is 100% perfect. So you bring your 50% imperfection and perfection. He brings his own 50% perfection and imperfection.
And you merge it.
You merge it together. And the two of you learn to manage yourself, learn to cope with yourself, learn to enjoy your peace, and learn to manage your anger. Nobody does not have anger issue.
But I can still find Mr. Right. He's out there.
There are Mr. Rights out there. The ones that were well trained.
Well trained.
Yeah. I think for us to get Mr. Right, we also have to beg parents. Parents will help us to train their sons well.
Very
It's not only
important.
daughters they should focus on.
Mm-hmm.
You see some people character outside, you'll be wondering,
Do you have a
from
man?
a home.
I like the fact that women should train their
They should train
boys.
their boys very well.
It's very important, their sons.
To train their sons, teach their son what you are teaching your daughter. The way you don't want your daughter to go out there and bring shame home, your son should not also carry your name out and cause you shame.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
It's very important. Oh, well said.
Yeah.
Well said, Justina. Well said, well said. Well, so you got to avoid all those pressures that has to do with finding Mr. Right.
We are coming from the right background, the right family background. We don't have much issue in this country. We don't have much issue in the world. Every home will be peaceful.
Especially marriages, Justina.
Marriages are crashing these days, all because we don't have a proper home bringing, and all because we go out of the house, we go out of our home training and become something else outside, and which is not supposed to be so.
But let me actually say something to a lady right now who is going through hardship in that particular relationship because she feels it's Mr. Right, and because of family pressure, she wants to stay or she wants to leave. Say one thing to her so we can wrap it up.
Okay, so I think for ladies or for anybody, nobody should pressure you into marriage. Nobody should pressure anybody to get anything.
There's time and season.
There is time and season for everything. And when you think your time is not forthcoming, it might be that is the time that God is actually preparing for you. And don't hasten yourself into danger. It's better to be alive and be old than to die early just because you want to pressure yourself into marriage or wrong marriage or even taking wrong decisions. It's not just about marriage. It's not just about marriage.
It's not.
You see this generation, you see some young children, they want to make it on time, they want to make money. What do you want to do with it? Yes, we all need money. You are rushing yourself, doing things that you're not supposed to do because you're under pressure. Who is pressuring you?
Society, family, friends,
who cares? Who cares what society will say when I'm taking my time to do the right thing? Let's get the right thing done.
Well, she just said it. She said, let's get the right thing done, okay? But especially when you're finding that Mr. Right, take your time, no pressure. Thank you so much, Justina Ogodugu, for this amazing time with me on Insight today. And like I said, she is the CEO of Hebzi Collections, and she is an administrator. Now, to alleviate the pressure of finding Mr. Right, it's important to focus on personal growth and self-awareness. Instead of solely seeking someone who fits a specific mold, prioritize qualities that it truly matters to you in a partner. Now, embrace the idea that relationships evolve over time, and there isn't a perfect Mr. Right. By valuing communication, mutual respect, and shared values, you can build a fulfilling relationship based on genuine connection rather than external expectation. Remember, it's all about finding someone who complements your life rather than conforming to societal ideals. I am Jumai Manson. Justina, thank you for being a part of the program. Thank you. And remember, keep watching Insight Today. Have an amazing day ahead. Let's say bye-bye together.
Yeah.
Bye.